Hello, it is SIFU reacting to different fight encounters and pointing out the situational awareness here in different situations. So this one we have a guy standing over this black car. There seems to be some sort of encounter going on, and I want to point out a few things. Well, first I found this on FoundOnDashcam on YouTube, so go check them out. Seems like they have a lot of interesting encounters. So with that being said, I want to point out some things that can maybe help you out if you're in these situations, because, being able to extract what to do, what not to do, and what to be aware of, and more than that, just like the situation that's happening here and how to balance this. So let's look into this. Let's get this started. So here's something to think about. So right now, you're in a bad position if you're in the black car. You're sitting down, your window's open. The guy outside, in the I guess khaki pants and plaid shirt, he's got the better advantage. He's able to punch down, and he doesn't have to stand up and get out of the car. And also, when you're getting out of the car, you still have to push that person if they're there, and they don't have any restrictions. So in this manner, it would have been, and plus you're at a disadvantage. You can't see typically below their belt line, because you don't know if they have a gun, you don't know if they have a knife, you don't know what they have. So a couple things here, roll up the window, get out of that situation, put your ego aside, put the anger aside, because what would be the point of getting stabbed or shot over just a small argument or a traffic issue, something like that. So let's see where this goes.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. So this is sort of a cold react. I've only seen the title and the first few seconds of the video and paused it, but I did not see that it looks like he may have a knife in the right hand, and the guy in the black shirt just got out at a big disadvantage. First off, he's shorter than the guy. He's already way too close to the guy. So if he reached out right now, and if that is a knife and stabs him, it's game over. And also, the other guy is short. He's a larger guy, so getting away is probably not in the cards. So this is another prime example why you have to close out that ego that might be like, oh, this guy pissed me off, and so now I'm just going to get out. It's like, no, listen. That is not worth your life. It's not worth living another day and breathing and, getting to eat some food and go see your spouse or whatever it is. Stay in the car, roll up the window. But oh, and another thing, there's people filming this too, and they, I don't know if they've called the cops or if they're just filming it. That's also not really great either. I mean, it's good that the situation, if he does get stabbed, gets seen, I guess, so the cops have something to go off of, and the right person can be prosecuted. But hopefully, there's two people in the car, someone's called the police, and maybe someone's filming. So that's my 2 cents. If you're ever watching something, or if you are ever out and about and you see something happen, prioritize, you know what I mean? Call the police or alert somebody. And if you're with a friend, maybe they can film the interaction, because there could be some injustice. There could be something that you catch that needs to be caught. But make sure it's not just you there, and you could be the difference between someone living and dying. So let's play the rest of this clip.
Got something in his hand.
Oh, wow. I can't believe it. Oh, is he stabbed?
It doesn't, okay, it looks like it was his keys, because he would have a puncture wound or be bleeding or probably run the other way, or, yeah, I think it's just keys.
Stab him.
Oh, wow, nobody's doing anything about it either. What are you supposed to do?
What an appropriate song. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. So a couple of things to point out is I believe that was just keys. I hope it was, or else that dude just got stabbed and he's got limited time to get to like the hospital, you know. But when he got out, he was facing a taller opponent. Didn't know what he had in his hands, so that could have been the end of his life at that moment right there. And then let's say that he didn't get stabbed and realize it was keys. At that point, he decided to engage, and it didn't look so great. You know, you don't know what someone knows. You have no clue. That guy could have been tactically trained. He could have been, in the military or something, to where he could have some basic combatives, and you may not have any of that. And so when you lead with anger, there's so many things that it's like fire with fire in this situation. There's so many things that can go wrong. And so it's best to throw away that, ego and just kind of get away. Think about home. Think about the good things in life and kind of get away from this encounter. It doesn't matter if you feel like you're weak or you should have did something in that case. It's just you. It doesn't seem like there's anyone else in the car. And so it could have just been an angry driver that wanted to get out, blah, blah, blah. That's when you roll your window up, and you try to get out of that situation as safe as possible. Whether it doesn't look like there's any traffic behind them, whether you back up and then you go around their vehicle or whatever, but your safety is so much more important than one moment, because one moment can end your life. And if you have a family, if you have friends and stuff like that, that's so much turmoil that you've just created from one instant. So just keep that in mind whenever you're out and about. So this is called the worst fight ever from FoundOnDashcam. Check out their stuff. Seems like they've got a lot of cool stuff, but I'm just doing situational awareness breakdowns. I feel like hopefully you can gain something from this and get a piece of the pie from what I'm trying to dish out. Mainly, I want you to walk away with this. Your life is so important, and in the instant, it can be taken from you. If you decide that you want to do some retaliation based off of an emotional reaction, and an emotional reaction, in some cases, can be okay, but when it comes to the unknown, like this sort of thing, just go home. Just swallow whatever it is that you need to swallow, your pride or whatever, and get out of there, because you live another day. So some takeaways is you're in the car and someone's outside of the window. They've got the advantage. You don't. Especially if you're just sitting there and you have your seatbelt on. That's seconds of time that you need to respond. And if you ever look at any fight, they don't last very long. Especially street fights don't last very long. So all those seconds accumulate to you being hurt or severely hurt or killed or whatever. So think about that. You're in a disadvantage sitting down, especially when someone's outside. You don't know if he's got friends in the car. You know what I mean? So when you get out, you could be swarmed by 3 people. Maybe having weapons as well, And especially if you have anyone in the car, you don't want to put them in danger as well. So be mindful. This is SIFU Situational Breakdowns. Hopefully you enjoyed. Like and subscribe. I'm going to do some more of these just for fun. I enjoy this. This is just me, breaking down the human condition a little bit, breaking down the situation a little bit, because I think that people can benefit from this, and hopefully this can save some lives. And that's always the goal, is just to save lives and to point out a few things. So let's have some fun. Let's keep this going. Thank you very much.